Welcome back to the No Script Pod, and today we're talking about Toy Story 5. So, what do you think is Toy Story 5's biggest problem?
Toy Story 5 has a Pixar problem.
Mm,
Pixar has made, since 2010 to 2026,
right.
8 sequels, bro.
Holy crap.
From their conception in 95
Yeah,
to 2010,
yeah,
roughly same amount of years,
Yeah.
right? Pixar been around about 30 years now,
Yeah.
right?
yep.
They made 2 sequels for
Mm,
the same movie, Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3.
right. Everything
So-
else was original stories.
It was original, man, and that was by design. A lot of people don't know this, but Steve Jobs created Pixar, bro.
Steve Jobs,
That was mind blowing to me.
he's the guy that created Apple, right?
Yeah.
He created Pixar.
Yes, bro.
That is crazy.
That was mind blowing.
So,
to me.
was he still the head of Pixar during any of the movies cycle?
Yes, I believe Disney bought Pixar
Yeah.
in 2010.
Yeah.
And that's
And
when everything started to go
Now it's
downhill.
just it's sequel slop.
Yeah.
And the original ones that they make, most of them are pretty bad, you know?
Pixar used to pride itself on creativity.
Yeah.
Like they didn't want to do sequels. They didn't even want to do a sequel for Toy Story in the first place. Like they didn't want to do Toy Story 2.
So it was just because it was so popular. It was the most popular one, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
And Toy Story was the first CGI animated movie ever. So it was like groundbreaking.
Right. I think that sequels are a huge problem, right? But there are good examples of sequels in the sense where Toy Story 3 is probably the best in the franchise.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily about you can't make a sequel, but they have a problem of just making too many sequels and relying on the IP, which is Toy
But
Story 5.
even on the point of Toy Story 3, they didn't want to make that one either.
No.
And it originally had a way different plot. Like the plot originally was that Buzz would malfunction and Andy's mom would send him back to his original factory in like Taiwan. And instead of them actually fixing Buzz, they would send back a replacement Buzz. So the toys would go to Taiwan and try and find and save the original Buzz.
Well, I mean, I think it could have been interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I think Toy Story movies, even though we're going to talk a lot of shit on this movie, they're still relatively fun sometimes.
Yeah,
So
for sure
I think
fun.
they could have made it good, but I'm glad they rewrote Toy Story 3.
And the reason they did is because the guy who worked or directed the original Toy Story said, pretty much, I'm not doing this shit. Toy Story 3, in my opinion, that's the end of the trilogy, bro.
Yeah. Or the end of the whole series.
Like
we don't...
We done after
Yeah.
that.
I agree. I think it is the best ending to the franchise, although I do love Toy Story 4. I
Yeah.
still have a good time watching it, but
I don't
it's
love
unneeded.
Toy Story 4.
It's
I don't.
unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary. Toy Story 3, the original writer wrote it to be the end. They don't care about that. Maybe this isn't a Pixar problem. There's somebody above Pixar. It's Walt Disney. Because Pixar used to be its own company. Disney distributed mostly all of the Pixar movies, right? And let me tell you what the deal was like, bro. Walt Disney would get 85% of the proceeds, bro. And Pixar would get 15%. And Disney would own the rights to all of the characters.
That's insane.
So Pixar just had no negotiating power.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when
So-
Disney said make a sequel, they can't really say no.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the deal they came up with whenever they bought them out.
Well, that was the deal they came up with just to distribute.
Oh wow.
That was like the first Toy Story. But when they actually bought them out, like now there's like
They own
literally nothing
everything.
Pixar can do.
That's insane that Disney owns all those characters, even
Yeah.
from the inception of it.
Let's just do an episode about how horrible of a company Disney is.
We could go through all of them. We should go through Disney, then Paramount, because they got to be next. But let's talk about, I guess, specifically Toy Story 5.
Let's
right?
do it.
And I guess also link it to Disney. One of my biggest issues with this movie and with the other movie they released this year, which is Hoppers, is how hypocritical Disney is for this.
Okay.
The entire premise of Toy Story 5, I mean, they try to non-villainize the technology in the end, but it seems a bit hypocritical that the whole movie is like the villain is an iPad lily pad and technology is somehow like the evil of progression in society.
Mhm.
It's making our kids dumber and less this that, but they're contributing to the problem.
Absolutely.
Disney is 100% contributing to the problem. And if we go to Hoppers, Disney is 100% contributing to environmental problems too. And so
100%.
Pixar can just be summed up in 2026 as the most hypocritical studio to come out with any movies this
Yeah.
year.
But I'm going to tell you, there's an issue deeper, right?
Yeah, what's that?
I think Pixar's not being hypocritical
Mm.
because in both of those movies, they say, you know what, this is okay.
What do
You
you
know,
mean? Oh, it's okay?
They turn the villains into the good guys
True.
in the end in both movies.
That's very true. That is very
So
true.
it doesn't ever pinpoint the problem like it used to. Like in
Right.
Monsters Inc., the people that were scaring the kids for power were the villains.
Right.
We never tried to like make you sympathize with them and make them the good guys in the end.
Yeah.
But it seems like every time Pixar tackle a message now, it's like, man, we don't want to step on our feet.
Yeah, and then not only that, they don't want to step on any feet. Nowadays, it's almost like playing it safe. They're almost just like they're kind of throwing a jab out there of like, well, think about this and think about that, but none of y'all are actually that bad. None of
Yeah.
us either.
Yeah, that brings up an interesting point. The movie Lightyear,
Yeah.
where there was that gay kiss in the movie.
Right.
Well, they had a test screening. The lead of the movie at the time took it out, and then they had backlash from the LGBT community. Then he put it back in, and then when Lightyear bombed, Disney fired him. Like they
So you can't
don't
even
really
win.
have a backbone. You can't
Yeah.
win with these guys.
That's
they
all
don't
that-
stand for nothing.
They only stand for profit.
Only money.
And, you know, that could be viewed as a reputation of the studio itself, which is a long-term monetary goal. So
Yeah.
it's really all just about money,
It's just about money, man.
you know?
But let's talk about the issues with Toy Story.
Yeah.
Let's just go through it, man.
Yeah.
Let's tell people why they shouldn't watch it. It's
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
Yeah, it is. It is a piece of shit. It retells basically Jesse's storyline. I mean, Jesse's the main character for this movie, and it's not really good. It's not as good as whenever they did it the first time.
Mm-mm.
One, and then two, we don't see any of the side characters
We
throughout
don't
this
get
movie.
none of that. First of all, Jesse is not main character material,
No,
especially when you still got Woody and Buzz around.
exactly.
Like, why would you think we want to see a story that's 75% Jesse
Yeah.
and they just sidelining Woody and Buzz?
Right.
When this is their shit.
It's their franchise.
Like, what are we doing?
Exactly. Like this is what they're like side characters in their own
Yes,
movie
bro.
franchise.
And this was so weird to me. Buzz has never gotten his own story in Toy Story.
Yeah, not in
He's
Toy
never
Story.
gotten his own like thing.
Yeah, he's not
Why
the
would
central
Jesse come
character of the
first?
plot. Exactly. It
Like-
doesn't make any sense. You know? I don't understand it personally. I think that Jessie is an okay character.
She's a side character.
She's an okay side
That's
character. Yeah, she's a good love interest for Buzz, and she's a good relative side leader. You know,
Yeah.
when Buzz and Woody are down and out, Jessie can step up to the plate and lead. But she's not the lead.
And I feel like we also don't get enough of Woody and Buzz dynamic.
They make a remark in the movie. It's like it's good to see them, bickering again. But we get like a scene of that.
Yeah,
We
bro.
don't get that the entire movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
That's what I'm there for.
we had the perfect opportunity to do so. The toys are going to save Jesse.
Right.
To be honest, you should have just had
The toys.
Woody and Buzz do that.
Oh, okay.
Or I mean,
Or
or
the-
even the entire game.
The entire gang. Definitely not what they did.
The army of Buzzes, bro.
Cut it out.
Like, what are we doing?
What is that entire story? Name me one good reason why that storyline exists. Is it to prop up Buzz?
We can sit here all day. I can't name you one.
And the only other connection I can bring is whenever Lily Pad finally sees all the Buzzes and brings the connection that, oh, you have this prejudice against technology. Your best guy here, Buzz, is technology. He's just a lower form of it that's been broken. and you treat them like your best friend, so why are you treating us like this? That's the only
Yeah.
connections I can see, but they're not good enough to justify. They could have done that without the army of Buzzes. They could have just done that with Buzz.
They could have done that with Buzz, but they could have just not done it.
Yeah, or
Because
that.
like all of those buzzes are upgraded. Like
Right.
that doesn't even apply to our buzz.
No.
Our buzz can't fly. He also can't connect to the internet or no shit like that. This
No.
is just Disney trying to be like,
Racism is bad. Like, I think that's what the
you
movie is
think that's what it
saying.
is?
Oh, it's 100% what it is. It's like, we're all toys. We're just technology, and you're older toys. It's like it's kind of relating of like, well, I'm just a different shade of color.
But it is like actively contributing to a problem. Like I don't even see it as like a race. I do think that children are too dependent on technology.
I
Like
do agree.
I never thought toys was an issue for kids.
No. Well,
Like
I
I'm
think
seeing these kids on these iPads, man, they don't give a fuck about nothing.
I
They
agree.
will walk into oncoming traffic.
Well, you could say that they used to do that too, in the sense of like the ball that's bouncing in the street, the kid chases after it. It's just what a toy is it grasps the attention of a child. A toy like Buzz or Woody grasp the attention of a child and its imagination to a certain extent. Now take technology and it's like giving Coke. It's like exponential growth of attention, of locked in attention. So that's like the problem, I think, with technology. I think it's the same thing. It's just a heightened version that they have scientifically made to get you addicted to.
They're kind of trying to play it like technology is just another toy.
It's just
But
progression.
but technology is like the toy.
There's one line in the entire movie, and it's also in the trailer, that like stands out as like pure corporate slop. Like the CEO of Disney must have written this line himself. He had to have.
What was
In Woody says it, it's, well, toys are for play, but technology is for everything. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just so, it doesn't fit. Like, it just doesn't fit. Like,
It
when I
don't work, bro.
when I heard in the trailer, I was like, well, that's some slop. And then when I watched it in the movie, it stood out like a sore thumb.
They're trying to like make you sympathize with Lily Pad.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have made Lily Pad the villain,
Yeah.
like Lotso.
Lilypad has this sympathy for the children. And I think that Lilypad is almost supposed to be a representation for technological companies. Those companies have no sympathy for the kids. They're not acting in any sympathetic way. Like, she throws herself away. You don't see these corporations throwing themselves away or closing down business due to the health and safety of children. What are you talking about? Like, why are we drawing this like unrealistic comparison for something that doesn't happen in reality?
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Disney don't want to step on their feet. They gonna come out with their Lily Pad in a few.
It's really propaganda. Disney has turned Pixar into its propaganda machine.
This movie is pretty much saying technology is bad if you use it too much.
Right.
But you can't really tell that to a kid.
Yeah.
Like a kid is not gonna watch this and be like, oh, I just have to like be on my iPad less.
Right.
They're gonna be like, oh, Lily Pad was good in the end.
Yeah, that's true. And I think that they should have done something to where it involved the parents somehow, because that's really actually who's probably to blame. Even though you got to blame the corporations, but you also have to blame these parents for letting iPads raise their children.
Absolutely.
Parents don't want to raise their children. Also, a lot of times is because of corporations not paying people enough, and so they're overworking. They have to come home. Everybody's tired, and so they're like, "Here you go. Here's an iPad. I can't right now." Like,
Yeah.
so again, corporations still are taking probably 80% of the blame, but
Yeah.
parents need to be held accountable too.
I agree. And then Disney does this thing in the movie where they say like, okay, technology is bad, but it can also be used to help you make friends.
Yeah.
And I don't think that technology has really ever done that in a positive way. Like, I think that's all to the detriment of society.
You think so?
Like
I think it's
dating apps
mostly.
and social media and shit like that. Like, those aren't real friends.
I agree. Well, to a certain extent, I agree that it's done worse than it's done better. That part I do agree on, but I will say there's probably like two of my closest friends I've ever met. Well, I've actually never met them. Like I've met them online. I met them through playing video games.
But are they like? Can you know, like Jessie says a line in the movie, right?
Mhm.
She's like, you know, I just made 3 new friends,
Right.
and Jessie looks around and it's like, where are they?
Mm-hmm.
They're not here. Can you
Mm.
really consider somebody your friend if you've never, like, you don't even know if they would help you if you're on the side of the road? You
I mean,
don't like.
shit. Think of our friends right now. Our friend group that was just, all around.
Yeah.
Most of them, I don't think are going to, at the moment's notice, be like, "Yeah, I'll come pick you up." Genuinely, like I don't.
Damn. Do you think the online friend would?
I mean, for sure not. I don't think that's what makes a friend, though.
You don't think personal connection and like physical interaction is what makes a friend?
Well, personal connection, yeah, but not physical interaction.
So you think you can be friends with somebody without ever seeing them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, seeing them is relative. Like I can see
I
what they
mean, like
look like
without like being in their presence.
without being in their
physically.
presence. Yeah, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
Damn.
so. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Me and your friendship is probably stronger due to the conversations that we've had together. I can do that over the phone.
What do you think then about the messaging of this movie? The message of the movie is that you need physical connection to really consider them your friends. Because that's what happens in the end when they're all playing together. Like when she goes to the sleepover, she just gets the iPad, she sits on the little beanbag, and that's it. She comes back drained the next day.
Yeah, but I don't think that necessarily. I mean, that's maybe her being drained due to technology, though. That's not being drained due to the friendship. And the reason why the friendship sucked is because they all bullied her.
No, I think the friendship sucked because they weren't really friends.
Yeah.
They just knew each other through technology.
But you can do that with everything.
Like they didn't really become friends until they physically played with the toys together at the end of the movie.
Yeah, but I can physically play some with you, and does that mean I'm your friend? Like I can still be a fake friend and play a game with you. Like why is that different? I'm not. I'm just disconnecting. I think that the movie is bad, and that's why. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like I can have a good.
But
good
you don't
enough
disagree with that aspect of the movie.
of what?
Like because I think the movie is saying you can't be friends with someone strictly through technology. You can meet friends, but to actually have friends, you have to connect with them physically. And you're saying that you don't think that's true.
Yeah, I don't think that's true, but I also don't think that's what the movie's saying.
You don't?
Yeah, no, I don't.
What do you think it's
I just
saying?
think that I think they're saying that there's like we've gone too far into technology and that we just need to scale it back a little bit and we need to have a balance of both. I think that was their overall message because they didn't villainize technology in the end. They just said we need a balance.
Right. But I think the balance is you connect with technology, but you make friendships physically, like together.
Yeah,
I mean, like she meets the other girl that had Jessie through the iPad.
Right.
But they're not really friends. They don't connect until they play with each other physically at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's what they're saying, then I disagree with it. I don't think that makes any sense personally. Like, I don't think that adds up at all. And if that is what they're saying, then the writing's even worse than I think.
I mean, I kind of agree with him on that, though, man. I'm not. Like, I don't think you could really be friends with somebody you've never hung out with.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I disagree. I don't know. For the game today, we are going to do a snake draft building an Avengers level squad based on Pixar characters. So you get 6 fighters and you get 1 leader who's going to be the Nick Fury of the group. 1 character per IP.
So are we making separate teams or the same
separate teams to go against each other? Who's going to win?
Okay.
You know, all right, you want to go first?
Man, let me get Mike Wazowski as my Nick Fury.
For my Nick Fury, I'm going to choose anger. I just need somebody to light a fire under my team's ass. That's all I need. So for my second pick, I'm going to choose Frozone.
For my muscle, I'm gonna need Mr. Incredible. And then I need a guy with skill. Let me get Buzz.
For my third pick, I need a big guy, so I'm going to go with Sully. And then for my next pick, I need some technology in there, all right? So I'm going to take Eve.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Eve.
Eve is a good pick. I'm gonna take Lightning McQueen.
Fuck!
Let me get the dinosaur from the Good Dinosaur.
I need somebody that's going to give out a good rally speech on the field as well, right? So I'm going to take the main bug from a Bug's Life.
That's pretty good.
I need a bow and arrow person. I'm going to get that redheaded girl from
I was
Brave.
gonna get her.
Redheaded girl from Brave.
Oh, that was my next pick. You know what? I need a magician.
Mm.
I'm gonna get the witch from Brave.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I got a crazy team.
It is a crazy team. Let me get for my last pick, I'm gonna get, you need an elemental character, right? You need a fire. You need some fire. I already got anger to rally them up, but I need some fire on there, so I'm gonna get the fire girl.
Okay.
To end my list from Elemental.
Okay.
So I don't know half of these characters' names I got on my list, but I got them. We know what we're talking about. What's your team looking like?
I got Mike Wazowski, Mr. Incredible, Buzz Lightyear, Lightning McQueen, the dinosaur from the Good Dinosaur, and the witch from Brave.
That's a crazy team, I'm not going to lie. So leading my squad is going to be Anger. Fire him up. Frozone is going to be my, the bulk. It's going to be carrying me. I'm not going to lie. Frozone's going to have to carry.
Eve.
Frozone and Eve are going to carry.
Yeah.
And then, we got to have the Hulk. So you got to have Sully out there. Bug from Bug's Life. The Brave girl. You got to have a sharpshooter out there. And then the girl from Elemental. The fire girl.
Who would win?
Who would win? Honestly,
which team would win?
I think I think your team might win. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little too stacked. It's the magic. The magic. I ain't got no counter to magic.
I feel like putting Eve and Frozone together.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a crazy
combo. Y'all let us know who you think wins this one. Let us know your thoughts on this episode as a whole. And leave a like and rating, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.